hello, live.
Hello.
You just said hello to yourself.
I totally did. So, last time on Dungeons and Dragons, you guys went into, if I guess I archive that birthday, the jungle. Okay. So, to situate ourselves, you guys last time went to the city of Pixu, which I know sounds like some kind of body reaction. Achoo. You guys then went, met up with one of the four pillars, a silver dragon named, yes, Nivaka. Nivaka the Anvil, a silver dragon who doesn't really like you, but but you guys are the best tool for the job. So she set you up with Ninu, a rat folk golem maker with his awakened dog friend, Bow Bow. And he is the foremost archaeologist, architect, and Monska. I'm even getting it confused. Monska. Temple Rejuvenator. You guys found some ways of strapping all the golems onto the absolutely stupidly strong bird and just flew over to the temple. Last time you were coming up to one of the broken gates to the temple. And Mozgus sensed something was in
And the bushes.
the bushes. The poltergeist is
And on stream.
Live on stream. Ghosts.
Paranormal activity.
We did it, Reddit.
I will go.
no worries.
I want it to get embarrassing. It could.
I mean, it's up to you. It's
Oh,
your audio.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are. Mozgus noticed something coming out of the bushes and the pools. With a shout of warning, everyone, well, two
Wow.
doors down. Well, if they're three doors down, they're a band. Okay. Okay, everyone can roll initiative, as Mozgus said. How exactly does Mozgus form?
So, I'm assuming he'll just notice some rustling in the bushes, some leaves rustling, and he'll say,
He noticed some rustling, and he also then notices, like, bubbles coming out of the water
oh,
in greater numbers than they should have.
but no physicals of any kind. He's just he's sensing something's there.
And you see a few shadowed figures in the dense jungle canopy. Remember, green is difficult terrain because it's dense foliage.
Oh, is that all the dark green area on the map?
The dark green area.
Okay.
The brown is like dirt and mud, and it's been kind of cleared out. So that's normal movement.
And as a refresher, what are the people that are fighting here?
So,
They're Monska Temple. Rat folk. No, that's who we're working with.
okay, so the Hikzu Rizith groups, which you guys should be able to see. It's in a handout.
One of them was 1T, right?
Yep, Effectively. I'm calling them NASA. 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 And the other is Gorilla, which is a spider monkey goblins. They're effectively goblins with like chimpanzee hands and a prehensile tail. And both of them were slave races to the Monska. And both claim that they have ownership over Monska ruins.
All right, he would probably say the reptiles are here, because he's vaguely
Well.
racist.
You know, this is all about fantasy. There's fantastical racism everywhere. Okay, so
I mean, you are a bird man, so it makes.
Oh, he's
sense
not a
to be
bird man.
racist
He's a
against
human.
birds.
Yeah,
Well,
but
you
he's
like
a.
birds.
There's like dog people and cat people, and you're bird people.
Cat dogs, yeah.
And bird people don't like lizard people. And in this case, I'm talking about bird people, people who have pet birds, and lizard people, people who are part lizard.
And also Michael
A little
Keaton.
bit confusing.
I will need you to roll initiative.
Okay.
I know. I'm just assuming Jimmy's gonna be on the same initiative as.
As the prince, that would be impressive.
Actually, yeah, no, I'm gonna roll Jimmy's initiative. Oh, 11. Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Chelsea.
I'm so glad that I beat Jimmy.
Jimmy does have a -1 because he has an 8 in every stat. It makes it easy to do. Okay, so now I need to look. Okay, you only get +1. And that, and then I'll just have the 2. Actually, no. Okay, so what happens here is Mozgus. You get to go first.
Okay.
You're seeing figures in the bush to your left and on the other side. You're also seeing something rising out of that, I guess, swamp.
Oh, this square is a swamp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Water.
All right. I guess I'll. So can I can see a target coming out?
It's emerging.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll
It hasn't.
I'll wait until I'll delay my turn until I can see it, and then I will attack.
Oh, okay. So I'm putting on some atmospheric stuff. No. This is a jungle. And no, I'm not doing jungle japes. So, next is Frosty.
Okay.
Mozgus you see Mozgus get ready to charge something. Mozgus is ready for it.
Move action, taking out the spear, getting ready for regular combat behaviors. For actual action, I'm going to cast haste on the rest of the party. Or, not the whole party, just the people I can actually get in a 30-foot circle. Which is the whole gang behind the golems.
Okay.
And in doing so, he's going to say something about these wild woodlands and the despicable things they must destroy. And all that.
Okay,
I couldn't
so
put
you
the
say
words together
exactly
quite
that,
well, but
and
it sounded fancy with lots of alliteration.
Tiamos, Shakti, Chel- Lilara, and Saruman all are haste. You guys should have a haste thing, a preset thing, but haste effectively doubles your movement. If you do a full attack, you get an extra attack on top of whatever you have, and you get +1 to initiative attack. So that's it. So it's just an otherwise really nice. Okay, it is time for. Okay. Bursting out of the woods. Or at least marching, bursting. Is a contingent of monkey goblins. Oh, that should be it. Okay.
Is that what a moblin is? Nothing.
What is a moblin?
They start rushing out of the woods, but that's pretty much their turn. With some kind of archer and caster suggested. Okay. Next is thumping behind the spider monkeys, rising out of a pool on the other side. Oh, did that? Something. Oh. What appears to be an obese, green-skinned, webbed hands and feet giant.
Oh boy.
Thumps out. It moves out, and it picks up the pillar, ready to throw it next turn.
Oh, is this it up here?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't worry, there's also something coming out.
Oh no, I'm just having some lag issues on my end for some reason.
Okay. Next is actually coming out from the other side. Serpent people. As they come out at these pillars with some kind of support. They have one line of people with swords and a back line of people with spears. They also march out. It is also next in the initiative, Tiamos.
All right. I go into rage.
Oh, I'm also going to just post after this first turn. I'm just going to post the initiative into Discord so you guys can see, so you can know when to plan to act. But Tiamos, go.
I go into rage, and the plan is to just attack these guys, right?
Mhm.
Okay, then I'm gonna go and attack the serpent people.
Well, ultimately, you're trying to get through that door,
Oh, okay.
but the door at the very top of the map is rubble currently.
Okay.
So,
I
It's a
go
little
and
bit
attack the lizard people.
okay, you run up. Is it a swift action for you to?
I think
Okay.
it's a swift action for me to rage.
Okay, you rage, you move, and then you can do a hit.
Okay.
A standard action, probably a vital strike.
Yeah.
Okay, you hit.
Cool.
Roll your
Vital
damage.
Strike damage.
Alexander, while he's rolling his damage, what does your character? Okay, that's a swift action. Okay, you crash into their line, and you're using a Earthbreaker, right?
Yeah.
It tries to bring the shield up. You smash through the shield, break the arm, and then break some ribs. As it goes down.
Fucked it up.
Because I know everyone likes the blood effects.
What
Blood.
else happens with blood the first time you do it?
Are you guys actually getting like any atmospheric audio?
I'm hearing it.
I'm currently not hearing it, but that's fine. I don't.
Yeah.
Woo. There it is.
Yep, goes to you. So, well, Saruman, you're now invisible, so we'll do a little man symbol next to you, and you can move 60 feet and still do an attack because you're hasty. Normally, you would only be able to go 30. Okay, roll an attack. Okay, while she's working out what attack she's doing, Lauren, start your turn.
Okay. What is? Oh, wrong thing. What is this guy here? Can't tell.
Which guy? Oh, okay, that is a spellcaster of some sort. Looks like some kind of shaman.
They're trouble.
Alexandra, roll to confirm your critical. You confirm it.
Nice.
You do get your sneak attack damage. You also get your regular damage. It's probably not a big enough target for you to give the critical over to TMOs. They're probably going to. So roll and do your regular damage. Do twice, and then add your sneak attack. So, Lauren.
All right. So I'm going to enter rage, my blood rage, and then I'm going to dimension door and do the bladed dash. Try.
Okay, you can. Yeah, it would just be a dimension door. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dimension door to there. Or is it too
Okay.
far?
No, dimension door at this level has an 800-foot range.
Oh,
So,
okay.
also, I just want to say, example. Tiamos, the goblin, the serpent person beside the one you smashed, just suddenly has various jugulars open and there's serpent blood flying everywhere.
Well then.
And Alexander, that was the critical hit. That was the correct critical hit. Things. So Lauren, move your character over to the position you want it to be, and then roll.
Hold on. I'm still moving.
Oh yeah.
Can't scroll that fast. Thing. Oh.
Oh, okay. You're going after the giant.
Yes.
Okay. So, I think as a free action, you can also make your other hand a ghoul claw.
Yes, that's yes.
So your arcane blood rage. What spells did you choose?
Let's see here. Oh, I did the. Oh, you mean for that?
Yep.
Okay.
No worries.
Oh, it's my first time doing it, and now I'm lost. Is it going to be under my spellcasting stuff, or is it in a different area? Usually.
Okay. I will post the. So in Roll20. So at level, you can choose displacement or haste, and you can choose blur, protection from arrows, resist energy, or spider.
I thought we did the haste and.
You've already been hasted by Frost actions.
Oh. So I get to choose
Displacement.
every time, or is it
Every
just...
time you go into a blood rage,
Oh, I didn't
Oh, that's
realize
handy.
that. That's cool.
you get to choose.
Okay.
It's part of the why arcane blood rage is so good.
Yes. Oh man, I feel like you should come back to me because it's gonna take me a second.
Okay. I'll come back to you. Biz. So, it is now what was lurking in the water. You can go as a armored Hydra.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
Why the fuck is there a Hydra here?
This is getting cray.
So it starts moving out of the water and advancing menacingly towards the group. You can take your
It's time to go.
restored turn.
So, bird fucking... Akane goes, caca! At least as much as it would normally sound, which is already really deep, and then suddenly it's caca! As it doubles in size. Again. And... Did that actually... Fucking big bird. So we're gonna start with the lance. And I'm gonna do Bane Hydra as well,
Okay.
because
Well,
I
that's gonna be good.
don't know how bad Hydras are in this game, but I have had bad experiences in other games, so.
Get up on the Hydra.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that's a hit. I hope that's a hit.
As you swoop in, its range is high enough that it gets an attack of opportunity on your bird.
That's fine.
So it's gonna attack your bird.
That's fine. Do I get to attack for
Oh yeah.
what?
No, I don't think it actually.
No, it's one off. Right now, the bird has 29. So
Oh, one moment.
that's lance damage.
jeez.
And then this is bird. Bird to hit. May hit. That's the grapple. And damage. If damage.
That grapple is insane.
It's pretty high. Oh yeah, and I gotta move the bird, of course. Just amazing graphics right here.
And hey,
One drunk bird.
if you can pick that thing up, I think you saved me from about. How many heads does that Hydra have? I assume it has that many attacks.
8 heads?
Which,
yeah, if that's actually an
really-
8-headed Hydra, that would be pretty nasty. If it's actually an 8-headed Hydra, I'm just gonna take an additional turn to go up and away.
Okay, so
Fling it.
okay, I just saw the grapple. So yeah, you grapple it.
Sick.
Okay, so Mozgus Hydra Bane. That would actually be Magical Beast Bane.
Okay.
Shit, what's the knowledge skill to know that?
I have a
Do you have knowledge nature?
monster lore.
Oh, Arcana. It's Arcana.
Okay. So would monster lore is a feat or a trait I have? Add wisdom bonus to monster strengths and weaknesses. Would I add that to my Arcana?
Yep.
Okay.
It's effectively for saying that there's a monster, and this type of monster were added too. I'm having it be a free action because you look at it and it's either you know what it is or you
Yeah.
don't. You know what it is. It's a magical beast.
Okay.
So,
Does it actually have 8 heads? How many heads does it have?
yes, that is actually an important thing to count on a Hydra. It's 9 heads.
Oh, it's even worse than we thought.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm really glad I got grabbed.
Yeah, because it would have had 9 attacks.
That's a bunch.
That is a bunch. You know that it is, it heals faster depending on how many heads it has. And if you sever, you can either kill it by severing all of its heads or slaying its body. Any attack that is not an attempt to sever the head affects the body. And if you destroy a head and you don't acid or fire it, 2 more heads grow in its place.
Oh boy.
So either cauterize every head or kill the body.
So you're going for blunt force trauma, which is also a great punk band. So you do 61 damage to it, you grapple it, and you then do another 24 damage to it.
Mhm.
The Hydra gives out a great bellow of pain as you charge it with a bird that should not be so big. It is now grappled. Where are you carrying it off to?
How tall? Well, assuming the trees don't get in the way, probably. So wait, I came from over here, so I'd probably just carry it this way and up
Okay.
as much as I can. I'll let you decide how far that is.
I'm gonna say that you're probably 40 feet.
Okay.
So you're actually, the jungle canopy is pretty much just beneath your bird.
Okay.
This is an ancient jungle. There's lots of big trees. So it is now Jimmy's turn. Actually, wait, I forgot to do Ninu's turn. I know what it is. Ninu and the golems are last. Jimmy just looks around and says, looks at the reptile people, says, "Those snakes don't look like snakes. They look like people."
Jimmy is full of insight.
Oh, maybe that's what the big the big scaly house cat was warning you. Jimmy wisely retreats behind and wonders how he ever got here. Chelsea, it is your turn. Oh yeah, Snake, the Hydra will on its turn, because its turn happens after yours attempt to break.
That's fine.
So you're just fucking off with the Hydra?
I'm gonna try.
Actually, I need to look. While grappled,
Does it get attacks?
can someone use natural attacks?
It loses its dex
Uh,
bonus, so hopefully that helps me.
Okay, I'm gonna fly into the air.
It's a good plan.
So that.
Okay. So standard action, you cast fly, or your flight hex.
And then I'm gonna move. I
You
think
can
that's
move
it.
90 feet.
It's 90
Up,
feet?
sideways, 90 feet.
It's 90 feet.
Yeah,
It's 90 feet.
you're
9.
hasted. You're fast. You're hasted so you can run faster through the air.
Let me think.
Oh, that's true.
How tall are these pillars?
Between 5 and 10 feet tall.
Okay,
They're
so I'm just
they're more broken columns than true pillars.
okay. So I'm gonna be like behind this pillar here, and 10 feet up, or as high as whatever the column is.
Oh, using the column as cover.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
so it turns out the Hydra can do all of its natural attacks.
Oh boy.
All of them. All of its actual attacks.
Also, Lauren, have you figured out what you're doing while I roll the Hydra's attacks?
Hydra's backs.
Yep.
Yes.
Get up on the hydrant.
Get up on the Hydra's back. Oh my gosh, that haunts my dreams.
3,
Yes. So I'll do.
Oh,
blur
crit
and
fail.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Holy shit, none of those hit.
It's failing. It's in pain. It's never been airborne before. You're kind of showing it. You're showing it the world, beautiful, sparkling, shining.
I kind of want to put Punkwaki's Grace on that Hydra just so you have to roll 18 times a turn.
Fuck you. Okay. So Lauren,
Yes.
now that I've completely spammed that.
All right. So I'm gonna use blur and displacement for my spells.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna drop out of my portal with my ghoul claw. It's my first attack.
Okay, roll.
Roll that. Okay. Then
Let's see. You hit it, so it has to roll a fort save. And so its fort save would be. It's 12. I think it passes the fort save, but I don't know the DC of your ghoul claws.
let's see here. Oh. I don't have that written down.
Also, everyone, because bringing up the Hydra's predicament, when you have lots of attacks, your chance of rolling a 1 is very high, or at least relatively high. And it doesn't make sense for like a supreme warrior who can make 5 attacks to once every 2 rounds, just like his sword flies out of his hand.
It's too much butter.
So what I'm thinking is that when you roll a 1, just like when you roll a 20, you roll to confirm your fumble. If you miss with that, then an extra bad thing happens to you. If you hit with your confirm roll, it's just a regular miss. Adds a little bit more, but it also prevents like stupid, ridiculous things. Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It also means that against like high AC enemies, like when you fuck up, it's like an opportunity for them to actually hurt. Whereas like if you fuck up against a goblin, it can't make much use of your opportunity. Regardless, Lauren,
Yes.
what is the save DC of your ghoul claw thing?
I'm still attempting to find that.
So it's in Sorcerer Bloodlines. Sorcerer.
Well, I mean, I'm finding information about it, but
So for Bloodline abilities, the saving throw for it is usually 10 plus half the sorcerer level. So
it
your
was
effective sorcerer level is
10.
10.
So 5.
So it's 5 plus your charisma mod. So it actually is paralyzed
Huh.
Cool.
because it fails its save.
Damn. That's the giant?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
the giant.
Is it still holding up a pillar?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's just now holding up the pillar and paralyzed.
This is gonna end well.
Oh, isn't it? Alright, and then for my second attack, because I'm hasted, I'm gonna use my
You
sword.
do a mighty 3 damage. Okay.
Yeah, so mighty.
Jesus Christ.
You actually get 3 attacks with your
Okay.
because the ghoul claw is a natural attack. You get to do that in addition to your manufactured weapons.
Oh, cool. I thought it counted as a standard action. I didn't. Alright, cool.
Now, because you're a magus, you can cast a spell as a swift action. And so you cast your dimension door and as a swift action, and then you get to murder.
Oh. Because I was wanting to do bladed dash through the dimension door, but I thought I couldn't do that because they were both standard actions.
No, you can't. You can't do 2 spells.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it counts as a switch. No. Okay, sorry. Alright.
No worries. I'm
just
hoping
gonna
by everyone will learn their characters.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna use my star knife a couple times.
Attack 3 times.
3 times. Okay, so.
And while you attack, top of the initiative. Oh no, Chelsea already went. Yeah, top of the no. First golems. Golems.
I do have one stupid question left.
Yep.
For my roll for my star knife, it has 2 numbers, 16 and then 11.
So you do 2 attacks at 16 because normally you do 1 attack at 16, then 1 attack at 11 because you have 2 attacks.
Okay.
The slash is showing the second attack. But because you're hasted, you get an extra attack at your highest plus.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why haste is awesome.
Yes. I can see. Okay.
Yep. So you hit 3 times, do damage 3 times.
Okay, cool.
It's easy to hit because you've literally paralyzed.
Saber suck.
So the Ninu says, "Golems front!" He starts yelling out commands. It starts going into a language you don't really understand. And the golems advance. The unmanned golems, which I know are gray on a gray background, start coming up here. And then he yells what appears to be The word burn in Ignan, if not any of you understand. Oh, Ignan probably has like 17 words for burn, but that is neither here nor there. And effectively, flamethrower. Out of the golem's little arms pops little wands of burning hands.
Oh.
So the goblins now saves. Also, Lauren, I do note that you did 11, 12, and 13 damage.
And 3. The mighty 3.
Plus 36. And those goblins. The goblins start roasting, as does some of the vegetation. Ninu starts cackling as goblins start. Can't help himself. Well, he and Bao Bao go towards the ruins, the rubble. He screams, I moved the rock! Great door, we get in! Don't know how many reinforcements they have. Ah! So that's neat. Okay, so Mozgus, it is actually now.
Okay. I've been looking through these huge fucking charts for grapple rules, and I'm going to use a standard action as the bird to pin the Hydra, and I'll explain how this works if I succeed. Trust me, it's good.
Pin it against what?
No, you'll see. It'll be fine. So I get a +5 because I'm already in control.
Yep.
That's a grapple. So the bird kind of juggles the Hydra in the air a little and then uses both talons to just clench all of its necks at the same time. And it just flying up, dragging it by its heads. And then that's 80 feet up. And I'm actually going to go like...
Roll a fly check to go straight up.
Oh, sure. I forgot I could actually do that.
Everyone has their own special rules. Yep, you do. You succeed.
Awesome. So now we're 120 feet up?
And are you just drop it like it's
Not yet.
Okay.
Isn't the max damage 200 feet or something like that?
Yep.
So, we have a ways to journey. Oh, and I'm gonna stab at it with my lance.
A world of pure imagination. Actually.
Oh, that's probably not gonna hit. I don't know what it has for AC.
That does not hit.
Even without its AC.
It has armor on
Okay.
it. It has bard, I should say.
Okay, because it also gets a -4 to its AC when it's pinned.
The armor still makes it.
Yeah, I mean I rolled a fucking 2, but I can hope.
You barely missed. Its AC's 23.
Oh.
Yeah, but if it's not a hit, it's not a hit.
Oh wait, would I get a full attack?
No, you spend a standard action to pin.
No, that's the bird.
Oh, you would get a full attack, yeah.
So then...
So roll another +19. That hits.
And a +14. That misses. Ooh, max damage.
The Hydra's looking incredibly wounded. You probably don't need a 200-foot fall for it to die.
Oh. We'll see. You gotta be sure with HYDRA'S.
You gotta try, man.
Frosty, it's your turn.
Okay. This person over here with the mage thing. Do they have
Shaman.
a? Yeah. Do they have an actual staff, or is that just their token?
They have a staff.
Do staffs actually do anything in D&D?
Well, it's a quarterstaff.
Okay,
If
so
it
it's-
actually had a staff, staffs are a very specific thing in D&D, and they're rather powerful.
okay, so that's not like a.
It's not a
Magical
magical
art-
staff. It's like the guy's personal quarterstaff.
Okay, he doesn't even need it to cast spells. Okay.
Yep.
That helps narrow down my plan quite a bit. Because I was gonna steal his stick,
You could do that anyway.
but that may not be the best use.
How goddamn petty are you?
Okay. So, the prince will shout out, Rouhani smoke bomb, and he'll throw nothing right at that wizard, and he'll make a whole bunch of. Let me see. Actually, wait. Do I want auto visual hallucination or what? Is this one person or not? This is 10 people in a circle of 30 feet.
Ooh.
Which is. I can get a lot of people doing it that way. Or I can get everyone
Let me
doing
start rolling will saves.
it. Okay. Fail, 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 fail.
What's the
Oh, I
DC?
love watching that.
What?
The DC is I'm gonna do silent image, which means everyone can see it because it's a smoke bomb, so it'd raise questions otherwise. The DC is 20.
So one, 2, 3. Out of 5, 1 pass,
But this, because it's
2
the
pass,
silent image, everyone is affected.
3 pass. Yeah, so the caster passes and 2 other warriors pass.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna do a little I'm gonna do a dot on them if they can if they know it's an abortion.
And everyone is affected by the spell, basically, but it's only those people who are looking directly at it. But I don't know if the golems can see or not. I guess the constructs, can they even be affected by mind altering? I think they're fine.
Yeah, the constructs don't give a shit
Okay.
because they they don't see the silent image.
So yeah, all those people are just seeing sand and smoke everywhere, swirling around them in a giant vortex.
It's
Like
now
what it
time
has.
for the goblins. One barks out in goblin, which I'm sure none of you have as a language. so-
Cat does.
And
Cat might actually.
actually, cat does. You just hear it go. The smoke is fake, you fools. As the warriors and all that break formation and scatter out of the archers have to go forward. Okay, Shakti.
Yes.
2 of the archers take pot shots at.
What jerks?
What's your armor class? Oh, I think the 27 would hit, but high or low because you have displacement on. Lauren,
What is?
high or low?
I just choose one.
Yeah, just choose high or low.
Low.
Okay, the arrow hits you despite your. Because I roll a d100, and if it's 51 to 100, it's high. If it's 1 to 50, it's low. And if it's the one you say it is, you don't get hit. If that makes sense. Because with displacement, you have a 50% chance of people missing.
Okay. And so I just say a number.
You
It's
just
low.
say high or low.
Oh, okay. Low.
So, the mighty arrow does. Oh, wait. Does 9 damage.
Oh, yeah. And I wrote
Uh,
this- Sorry.
and then the spellcaster wanders up. Roll a will save as it casts a hex at you. It shakes its staff menacingly. As it intones. You pass the will save. You feel yourself become a bit drowsy, but you shake it off.
Oh.
It is now time for the marsh giant, who is paralyzed for... How long are they paralyzed? 1d4 plus 1 round.
Wow.
So,
So minimum 2 rounds. That's great.
1d4 plus 1. It's paralyzed for 2 rounds, so it can't do anything this round. It's paralyzed. It is now time for the serpent people's turn. The spear people are just gonna try to poke at Tiamos because they literally can't see the other one. And the front soldier line collapses in. Okay, so Tiamos, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 7 attacks it.
Oh.
Bring it
Okay, spear 1, spear 2, spear 3, spear. What is your AC?
30.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
It's improved. The scales are
Yes.
good.
It confirms the fumble. Tiamos, you get a normal attack on one of the swordsmen as they try to poke you but leave themselves vulnerable.
Cool.
As all these spears seem to be bent back, either they miss you or they hit your now scaly skin and kind of deflect off. You hit. Roll normal damage. You cut him down. Oh, not cut. More like bludgeon.
Smash.
So, okay, and then it's the serpent priest, who gazes up upon the giant bird, and snakes hate birds. It's an ancestral thing.
Racism.
Racist.
These lizards get an E for effort.
And I need your bird to make a will save.
Okay. Gonna do a
As the priest
do a
says-
ride check instead.
because I love how that just makes sense.
It does. Shut up.
You passed.
Thank God.
Would have been fucking hilarious. So
The Hydra probably
the
still
spell
would have
goes
died.
off and does nothing. Tiamos, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step up
Okay.
and then split my 3 attacks, one for each that are in front of me.
Ah, okay.
Do I have?
Okay. Hit, hit, hit. Roll damage 3 times.
Okay.
And while you're rolling damage, Alexandra. Okay, I'm going to, instead of 3 separate attacks, I'm just going to say that you Sauron this. And you step forward and you do a mighty sweep with your hammer, and kind of just, your hammer doesn't stop once it hits the first, second, or third.
But
As rage fills your heart.
Which one is Ellen Deal?
So,
Too soon.
So, Alexander, if you want to do a full attack, sneak attack on the
damn it,
most
Chelsea.
people, you might want to take a 5-foot step to where one of the former serpent people were, and then you'll be able to do. You'll have 5 attacks to spread amongst 3 people, because you're a dual wielding rogue. Yep, 3 main, 2 side. They can't see. They all hit. These guys are the spear guys, not the shield guys. I could just say you eviscerate them, but I know that isn't, You probably want to roll some juicy damage and sneak attack, so. Start rolling that, and we'll roll around to Lauren. So, you have a paralyzed person in front of you. You can try something that most people don't get to. It's called a coup de grace. So what a coup de grace on a helpless opponent, which a paralyzed opponent is, you can hit and automatically score a critical hit. If the defender survives the damage, they must make a fortitude save equal to 10 plus damage dealt or die.
Oh my god. Look at Alexander's rolls. They're all ones. What the fuck?
What's wrong with you?
It's a curse. It's
Why?
the poltergeist.
Why?
Well, spreading out those attacks
Good
amongst
God.
the 3 of them,
Get wrecked.
the serpent people become. There's kind of just a wave of blood that just, because your character literally causes things to bleed when you sneak attack. Well, Alexandra, if you really never want to roll another one again, there is a type of character where you can just, a few times per day, choose what roll you got. So, but the back line of spear-wielding lizard people just effectively limbs fly off as a whirlwind of death approach, an invisible whirlwind of death approaches. So, Lauren, are you there? Lauren?
Oh, I didn't know my mic was off. That was
Okay.
good. Sorry, I was
So-
talking to you that whole time, but
I'm not an asshole. I literally couldn't hear. So,
yes, I would like to vote for the coup de grace.
okay. So you can do that with your star knife. Being a that would be a full round action.
Would I also be able to do a natural attack if I wanted?
Coup de grace is a full round action,
Okay,
so you
so
can't.
no.
You can do a swift action with it, but you can't do a claw attack.
So is he going to be paralyzed for the following rounds, 2 rounds, or is this the second round?
This is next round will be the second round. This is the
Okay,
first
cool.
round of paralyzation.
I'm using my star knife. So just
So roll the 1d4 plus 9, and actually put brackets around that, and then do a star 3 because you get an automatic critical.
Okay. See here.
I will pre-roll the fortitude save. It won't work. Nope.
Did that go right?
Yep, so it's a DC 43 fortitude save. I rolled a 15. The paralyzed giant holds the pillar above its head. You go and you effectively do a leaping stab into its heart from the side. As it dies, the paralysis wears off and the column falls onto its head, creating an impromptu headstone.
Like it.
There. Marsh giant is dead.
Nice.
Sweet.
It is now time for Hydra. It's gonna struggle
It's gonna try to get out.
because I think if it's pinned, it can't do its normal attack.
Nick cannot.
So it's gonna struggle at you real hard.
Get up on the birdie's back, Hydra.
26 is in.
Oh yeah, it is, and he's a 39. It couldn't, unless it crit success. It would have not succeeded.
It's Jimmy's turn. Jimmy sees the dying serpent people on his left. The smoking, A, the smoke, and B, the burning on his right. And he's gonna wander over to Prince Ruha and sort of just say, I think it's safest here.
Well, no one seems to. After the last person who tried to attack Prince Ruha got taken by a bird, no one seems to be messing with him. So that's good.
Chelsea, it is your turn.
About damn time. Is everything dead? No. Okay.
No,
Up
this
here,
whole
no.
squad's alive. And I used my ability to inconvenience none of them and spread them all out. It was a great use.
You
Now the
used a
list
level
of
1
upgrades.
ability to effectively stop a round of attacks. So,
I mean, I guess.
Oh, I don't know.
you could probably ice storm because the golems are immune to magic.
Is it worth wasting a spell on that though?
You could save
If
it.
you think your companions will handle it, then just fly over to them and start hexing.
Just beat them all to death with your hair.
That is actually a
I
legitimate
can.
thing you can do.
Yeah.
You could
But you know, like,
fly over the golems and just start having your hair kill people.
Which ones are the? So the golems are on our side, right? These guys.
Yep.
There are friendly rat folks. Little friends.
Okay.
Ninu's only friends.
Is there? A second. Can I just do confusion?
Oh yeah. Fusion. All creatures in a 15-foot burst. Okay.
Range is 200.
Well, you can actually get all of these goblins to the north except for these outlying ones. Or you could.
Okay. I move to here-ish, and then I'll do confusion on those guys up here.
Okay. Do you know the saving throw for that?
Nope. But I have a link.
So that would be 10 plus the spell level, 4 plus your intelligence modifier, 8. So DC 22. Okay,
Oh,
fail,
yeah.
fail,
It's right there.
fail, fail, fail.
Oh my god.
that?
Only the spellcaster is not confused.
He's resilient.
Yep, everyone's trying all these mind influence effects. He just wants to.
It's okay, Artorias. Oh my god.
Okay, so that was your
Dude's going
action.
nuts.
So, Mozgus, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
Oh, actually, first it's golems. So
Ah.
I keep on.
He's doing that on
Bao
purpose, just
Bao
to...
and Ninu
hope.
start moving debris using a combination of stone shape and whatnot. The two golems just start slamming.
They be slamming.
Slamming. I hope you like slamming too. Okay. Three spider monkey goblins are just splatted as the golems just start punching. They're also weakened by the whole burning thing.
That whole thing.
Okay, now it is your turn.
Okay.
Snark.
So we're gonna not fly straight up, but fly. We're gonna have to do like a.
Do you want to try to drop it?
Yeah, I
off?
want to try and drop it kind of in that direction. So I'd kind of swoop in, go up this way. It's hard to show you, and then drop it in that direction.
Are you trying to make an attack action with the Hydra?
I mean, I'm just dropping it. If would it be better to drop it or attack with it from the sky?
Environmental rules. Falling objects.
Just
We get to
use it like a
explore
weapon.
all the weird stuff.
Just to slap it against the ground.
Dropping an object on a creature requires a ranged touch attack. Such attacks generally have a range increment of 20 feet. If an object falls on a creature, instead they can roll a reflex save to have the damage. So the objects still get hurt as if they were falling normally.
Right. But of it,
But then you might be able to splat someone underneath.
sure. What do I roll? Strength?
Oh, it's base attack bonus plus its dex. Is it? It's a ranged attack.
Oh shit! All right.
at a -4. Because you're trying to kind of huck the Hydra 50.
Huh. Okay.
As you drop it from
Base attack
probably
bonus
close to
is 18.
15d6. The Hydras, regardless of what happened. Oh my goodness! Is that its base attack bonus plus its dex?
I'm sorry. I fucked up. That's supposed to be +5, not +18.
Okay.
I was looking at
That
melee
is far more reasonable. It still hits.
because its melee is really good because it's strength based. But
Yep. As you throw the Hydra, as you chuck the Hydra down, the Hydra explodes into
oh yeah, that's in
Uh,
super slow motion for me.
dozens of pieces. Its body just crushed, so it has no chance to regenerate. The two poor goblins underneath have to make reflex saves, which they both make at literally at the DC. Okay, I'll deal double the listed damage. I'll do. One goblin, despite the fact that it made the saving throw, still goes down. And another goblin is now buried under several hundred pounds of Hydra. Alive, but wishing it wasn't. Frosty, it's your turn.
Oh boy, what am I gonna do today? This wizard's still alive, and that's not gonna fly anymore. So, how far away is that guy? 100 feet? Oh, I could probably hit that.
It's almost like having a fireball would be useful right
That's the kind of talk that somethings. Okay. Spell store and kunai, go.
Oh my god.
Range increment of 10, so that's a Jesus.
now. Yeah, you
minus
can't
10.
actually get. You can only throw. 50.
Kunai with chain.
No, I just have to use pilfering hand to get it back. But how far can I move and then still throw?
You can. You aren't hasted, so you could move 30 feet and throw.
Okay, 30 feet.
It would be still out of range.
Damn. And I guess I'll have to cast a spell. Like... And he's out of view of some of these people, and the rest of them know what's going on with the magic, so it's just gonna get a bit of a spontaneous immolation going on. No worries.
Alright, so. Okay.
So save DC is 20, and that's reflex, I think? Fortitude.
Okay, so it's a fortitude save. This
Oh,
guy
they
is
make
just saving all over.
Yeah, he makes his fortitude save. He only takes, let's see. He only takes 6 damage and is not caught on fire.
It's pretty good.
You stared at him so hard.
So you're gonna become a boss at this point?
Every turn he lives, he gets stronger.
It's kind of how player
So
characters
it
work.
takes-
I mean, a little bit. Generally, we go down.
Okay, it's the goblin's turn. A bunch of them are confused. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My surprise. Okay, so one, two, three. Three of the goblins stab themselves.
Good job, guys.
They're doing it.
All right.
Well, they're confused.
Oh, right.
So I had to roll to see what effect on the table. Well, one gets to act normally.
Oh, he'll do it all by himself, don't you worry.
The one who's acting normally is seeing like all this stuff happening. He can't see his friends. The other end. He starts running away into the underbrush.
Coward.
Yeah. So my damage. Oh, my self damage dice. Wow, they're better at killing themselves than. Oh, yep, they're definitely better at killing themselves. One does nothing but babble incoherently, and then another one takes a step and then fires an arrow at another one of the confused ones. Hey! But it misses. This goblin is gonna run at Shakti. These goblins start trying to go here. These two archers are gonna fire at you, Chelsea. Because now you're a floating, scary
You're spooky.
Vitch. What is your armor class, Chelsea? Chelsea?
11.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
Get hit by 2 arrows.
Yeah.
Okay, my dice rolling is taking a little while for the server to respond. Regardless, we'll go into the Marsh Giant, who's dead. Chelsea, you take 5 damage, and that's not showing me the second attack.
Not for me either.
Tiamos,
Yes.
the lizard people in front of you start running into the deep underbrush. You take 10 damage total, Chelsea, from the arrows.
Whoops. I accidentally closed the thing.
So yeah, you killed most of the rest of their squad very quickly, and then an invisible presence kept on killing the rest. So they're running. Moskos, roll a perception check.
Okay.
There are no critical failures on skill
Yeah.
checks. Tiamos, you hear somewhere in the distance a small rumble of an explosion, but you don't know where. It's very distant and you're very high up.
Oh, you mean Moscus?
Oh,
Muscus.
yeah.
I'm like, wait, why is he here?
No, Moskos.
I am hearing things through your ears.
So I can't tell which direction?
Nope, you didn't roll high enough
Okay.
for that.
Is combat over? Or.
Effectively combat's over. The golems finish up the other spider monkeys and the rubble starts getting moved by all the golems working in tandem. Ninu says, okay, I need your opinion, your help. Do I collapse the tunnel back after us so that, like, their reinforcements can't come in and hunt us down? Or do I leave it open so we can make a quick escape? I don't know what's going to be inside. But if it's a bad juju artifact like you're talking about, I can still make holes in walls. Ninu speaks.
It took him like a couple rounds to open this up, so I mean, I would vote for collapse.
Yeah.
We could-
We're not gonna need to retreat. Confidence.
We can always teleport out if we have to.
That's
Leave
true.
them behind.
Well, they have mechs. They're fine.
Okay. Well, everyone form up at the doors. Or you don't actually need to. Just gonna move us to the next map. Oh, those poor hydras. Also, your bird shrinks down.
Yeah. Yeah. Depends on how long it takes. It's 9-minute long.
I mean, I don't
Oh,
know if the
your
tunnel's
bird
big.
hasn't shrunk down, but they aren't making the hole large enough for a gargantuan bird.
Oh, well, then I can always pop it on my chest for a second.
Okay, let me move you to the next map. Oh. I'm hoping the rest of you pop in. Oh. Roll20's just being slow today. Yeah. It's slowly populating everyone. Oh, the bird popped in.
I'm still on the old map.
Yep. I just want to make sure everyone's character was actually. So, before you get to the chamber you see before you, you notice that you have to go a little whiles into the actual structure itself. The path that you take doesn't appear to be the main entrance. I think it was a side entrance. Ninu seems to know about how these temples are generally laid out. As you pass by the walls, you do see murals carved into them. Do any of you want to investigate, or is speed you mostly care?
I'll investigate.
I will
Okay.
investigate.
So I guess roll perception, and then, regardless of your roll on the perception, you can roll a knowledge history.
What if you don't have it?
Or linguistics.
What if you don't have it?
Well, there's certain types of information you need certain skills to get. Okay.
Alright.
You don't know anything about history, but you're pretty sure that this wall was built sometime in the past.
Damn. That's good detective work.
Wow.
Wow, Frosty.
It is not currently being built.
The
so that's all
once
you-
and future wall, you know. Okay, so I'm seeing with Saruman, Tiamos, and Mozgus. You guys see along the walls, well, not many Monska relics are actually allowed to be shown. Because every time a new Monska temple is found, the Emperor usually seals it. So you're seeing... Well... The murals seem to show the slave races building monuments. It seems to be a history of the building being drawn out on the mural. You see what almost appears to be a web of these buildings stretching across the jungles of Rizith. You see it being made by slave labor. And you see a line between each of the temples. It appears to make some kind of web. If you vaguely recall, the anvil, the pillar, dragon, stated that these buildings are dangerous because they can alter ley lines. Piecing that together, you're pretty sure that this mural is depicting the ley lines that these temples are connected to. With everyone pointing that out, Chelsea, you're 32 in history. Shows that when you look at it, you start seeing a few bird symbols hidden throughout. And you notice as you get deeper into the temple, the more bird and fire and sun imageries there are. It appears, eventually you reach a point where you see a literal firebird being worshipped by the slave races.
Oh, like a phoenix?
Yeah, above a gigantic temple with smaller temples on each of the temples there are people bowing to it.
Okay.
So you do notice this, but this is effectively hieroglyphics. Your cat would actually know how to read this.
Oh yeah,
It knows all
that's super
languages.
useful.
Okay. The cat can come out.
So Chelsea, I don't actually know how. Do you want me to voice like your cat, or do you want me to tell information then have you do whatever cat-like attitude you want to come out of it?
You can voice my cat tonight if you want.
Okay.
Depending
So,
on if I like it or not, I'll take over.
and generally, with your cat, do you want it?
It likes to refer to things in the third person.
Ah, and its
So
name
instead of
is
saying I, it'll say like this one, or its name is
Okay.
Fane. So
Fane. It says, this one understands this mural, or at least understands the words. This one does not understand all the historical significance, even with the knowledge from this one's master. It starts pointing towards the writings above and below. It says, this temple was created 6,000 years ago, judging by the calendar, and was created at the height of the Monska Empire. But it seems like it was created in worship of a phoenix. This one is confused. This one thought the Phoenix cult was after the Monska Empire, not before. The cat kind of frowns, and then it moves on to another section of the wall. It looks up at it, reads deep into it and then says, whatever this temple was, it has been repurposed by the pillars. We should move on.
All right.
You guys can later on go through, or you could ask Ninu, who seems to know about a bunch about Monska stuff. He actually has more specialization in Monska stuff. Regardless, you guys end up in a room that appears to have some verdant gardens, fountains that are working, a giant pit that Fane the cat, Fane the magical cat, points out, that says, that is a sacrifice pit. That's what the words mean.
Good
It kind
to
of
know.
So we shouldn't touch it.
It points its paw towards it in a kind of a circular fashion.
Is there anything in the pit right now?
Do you want to
Why
be
don't you look first?
I mean, we could just throw Jimmy in.
Oh,
Worthy sacrifices.
oh,
Harsh.
oof.
Oh.
True heart. Too.
The true sacrifice is the time spent to get another Jimmy.
Someone so
You know,
spectacularly
if Jimmy
stupid.
if Jimmy actually survives the next the climax of this, he's getting a character buff.
Okay then. Good to know.
Because
Also, slightly worried.
I'll have seen way too much.
We'll
To
just
not
have
have
to
him.
keep him right here in this room so that he doesn't level up.
Just throw him in a bag of holding. It's the perfect place for him. There's not too many distractions. He can't fall off any ledges. It's perfect.
He barely breathes anyway.
But when he does, he breathes loudly in through his mouth.
Jesus.
Okay, so there's a pit in the room. There are pillars and gardens. How do you want to approach this?
Has it been more than 9 minutes, I assume?
Yeah, it's been 5
Okay.
minutes. Do you still have the bird inside your armor?
I'd take the bird out at this point. Once there's enough room to maneuver, I'll take the bird out. This is just a hall. Oh wait, no. Is that the artifact that's being guarded up there, or can we not see that?
You do hear and see the light of some kind of burning, but this wall
Mm-hmm.
prevents you from directly seeing. You hear the crackle of fire, and
So, what do you actually need to
feel the
repair?
Hmm?
What needs to be repaired here? That's the mission, right?
yes. Well, you're supposed to go to where the orb is and start repairing the warding.
Everything looks quite pristine here, all things considered.
Ninu looks around and says, "Problem isn't here. It's probably deeper in.
Okay.
I'm a bit worried about that pit. I have bad experiences with pits.
Well, we can skirt.
You don't see it scratch its nose, but you see the golem move to its face. Rub it.
That's a good idea, Alexandra.
Oh yeah, if someone has a trap sense or something.
That would be.
Can I use
Alex.
Detect Life to just sort of see if there's anything at the bottom of the pit without going over the edge of it?
Uh,
My Soul Seer?
Yeah.
I don't know if that...
You'd be able
Sweet.
to.
It's only like 30 feet, isn't it? I guess this would probably
Yeah.
work.
You start. You move up. Does anyone else move up as well? I guess Saruman does.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay back
Oh,
until
that's
everyone
wonderful.
gives the all clear.
Oh, you can't be the biggest coward here. I mean, like, biggest in terms of size, maybe? Especially with the bird.
What? But if you guys are specifically
I'm not
checking for
coward.
issues, then why would we move?
So Saruman starts kind of going around the room searching. It appears like these two statues actually do have a trap. Looking closer, it appears that if anything gets too close or attempts to drink from the water, something
Octorius.
will shoot out of the
Did you-
serpent statues.
Did you hear his chirp?
No,
Yes.
just the purr.
Oh.
Is there anything at the bottom of the pit that I can discern?
Yours shows of something. It's Death Watch, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something living in the bottom of that pit.
Okay.
And actually, as you approach, something long and sinuous pops out.
It's a snake.
It's a snake!
Is it wearable?
We'll see.
Okay, everyone, roll initiative.
I thought we weren't doing that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we're keeping the initiative, which I will now post.
God damn it.
We could re-roll because Chelsea got shit luck.
I mean, we could.
It's a new situation, right?
Okay, roll. We'll try to
Yeah.
implement this some other
I
time.
got
Oh
slightly
yeah!
I went from a 19 to a 1. I went from
Oh, look what you
25.
did, Chelsea. You made him suffer.
And Tiamos.
Oh, I suffered. Fuck! What the fuck? Chelsea, why?
What was this?
Let's just all re-roll.
No. That's what happened.
And Lauren, I need you to. Oh, okay, Lauren's the
Ah,
only-
thanks, Chelsea.
Why is it
Because
me?
you complained.
No.
Yeah.
How did Jimmy do?
All I said was all.
Jim got down.
Oh, nice. Good job, Jimmy.
God damn it.
Jimmy's so fast. He's going to
Everyone
use his
could
lightning
fail.
reflex to save us.
And okay.
Victorious, you're so happy. He's pawing at my thing.
Microphone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your hair is so long. Hey boo, how's it going?
Okay. Well. Yeah, Frosty.
Come here. Come on.
Okay. So, a giant snake pops out of the pit. Lauren, it is your turn.
I suppose we
Uh,
can't talk to it.
Does it look friendly?
Anybody speak Parle tongue?
I mean,
Come to me,
Harry
greatest
does.
of the Hogwarts 4.
Come on. Lay down.
And which statues were? Oh, both those. I see them.
Lay down. Lay
I don't like going first.
You can delay if you want.
What could go wrong? Just jump in the pit with it.
Oh yeah, that's a great
You
idea.
could
I'll just be sacrificed.
Get up
You
on
could
the
be,
Hydra's back.
down. You could be King Ragnar.
I don't know if I've seen that part then.
Oh, I mean, like according to the lore, Ragnar died in a
Oh.
pit of snakes.
Oh. Oof.
Oh wow, I don't know much about the lore.
Hi, cat.
I'll just curl up and pretend to be an egg. And be like, oh my baby, come here.
Snakes like eating eggs, though, don't they?
They do.
But
So-
they also lay eggs. I mean,
That they eat.
That's probably very confusing for snakes.
Okay, so do you have a ranged like damage spell you could throw at it?
I think I can throw.
You can also run away
Can't I throw my? No.
or run towards it.
teleport to the bottom of the pit. That way you can't fall in. Genius.
But how do I know where the bottom is? What if I teleport into the floor?
Well, then it's going to be really hard to get
Let
bit by
your body hit the floor.
Well, you know who fell into a pit and somehow survived was Darth Maul, and he got cut in half.
Yeah, he
And he
And he
also
got like a
got
cool spider legs.
Jesus Christ.
But then they just didn't put that into the prequels because they have no vision. We got Jar Jar instead.
Yo.
No, that happened after that movie.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I know.
But they still gave us
I
Jar Jar, because fuck you, George Lucas. But anyway. Not the time for that.
Well, can I do detect magic before I leap into action? As a cantrip.
Yep. I'm just gonna say, detect magic. The first round of concentration will say if there's magic within 60 feet, and judging by the fact that you have party members within 60 feet, yes, there is magic.
Okay, great.
It's the next round of concentration that you get to find out how many different sources of magic there are.
Alright, cool. I guess I'll get up in there. Gonna
Giant pit snakes are rarely non-magical.
Yeah, I would say.
over here.
Do you activate your blood rage?
Uh,
Arcane blood rage?
not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna ready a spell.
What spell?
Frostbite.
Okay, see, cast frostbite.
Oh, can I? Is it?
Yeah, it
Okay,
lasts.
I'm
for
just gonna
a while.
cast frostbite on the snake because it's a snake. You know, the cold-blooded, and it'll work.
It's a good plan.
Caster level. Right.
Okay. Actually, you probably should do that as part of your attacks. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
So
yeah.
save it till
Yeah?
next round.
Yeah.
I'll save it.
Because you can technically do it with every attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I'll be doing that then.
So, it is now Snake's turn. Not, the pits.
Oh, God, I thought you. Oh, fuck you.
Uh,
I should have known with my roll, but still.
Bad for me.
Let's see.
Yeah, bad Danger Noodle.
On a 1, it'll, let's see, I'm gonna roll a D3.
Ruha's gonna get fucking eaten.
1 is Saruman, 2 is Shakti, 3 is the Prince.
Damn it. Has everybody got a hate?
Get snaked.
Snake's gonna eat the
oh, it's
spider,
moved.
the worm.
Oh, looks so cool.
I don't know what animal describes the prince the best. I think spider, given his lies, but his natural habitat, maybe worms are the better option.
Okay, well, it's gonna try to grapple you.
That's gonna be fun.
It's gonna try to bite.
Is this a 3.14 meter snake, otherwise known as a python?
Oh my god.
I saw that. Ow! 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 Jesus!
That hits.
Frosty. That hits.
That hits.
Ow. God, what the fuck's your
Okay.
problem?
So I.
What? Wait, that is in range, kinda. Because if it's a square like that,
Yep.
then I'm in range to poke it.
Yeah, but it didn't move through that square. It moved to that square.
Shit.
It does 33 damage to
Oof.
you.
Okay, yeah, I can. That's fine. That's
And
okay.
then
half your health.
it grapples you.
How do you know that I don't have a 41 combat?
It could crit fail.
Because I helped build your character, goddammit.
Okay, yes, that does grapple me, technically, barely.
You get moved. It bites you and then starts dragging you into its mass.
Oh god.
Alright, this is gonna be fine. This is fine.
It is now.
Let's
Not
just
really
stand here and watch it go.
Come on, Fritz, you got it. Come on.
Now, if you grapple the snake as it's grappling me, what happens?
You get free.
Cool. Birds are good at picking up
Birds are
snakes.
really good at
This
killing
should be fine.
snakes.
It only did half my health in that attack, so I think we're good.
Damn.
I need okay. Well, I need our wonderful thief, Saruman, and Shakti to roll reflex saves. As a humanoid torso, as a naga. A naga appears and shoots a lightning bolt from its hands. It is a sharp-featured humanoid wearing a crown that crowns a powerful, sinuous body of this snake-like monstrosity.
This is a reflex save, right?
It's a reflex save.
Okay.
It's a reflex save. Saruman takes no damage because of evasion.
Nice.
Shakti, you take 22 electricity damage.
Damn.
Okay. And, Muskus,
Hmm.
your bird... Actually, you are attacked on your bird.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Do I have cover with my bird? How's that work?
You're visible on its neck.
Okay.
From like way below, they can't really see. But at how high the ceiling is and how tall it is and how tall your bird is, it can see. What's your AC, Snake?
My AC is 27.
A large arrow passes you by.
Oh shit.
Hey, the Naga is large, so its arrows are large.
Makes sense.
Okay. It's now time for this mess of initiative. It's Jimmy's turn.
Damn it, Jimmy.
Jimmy's seeing lightning bolts being thrown around. Jimmy runs to a corner.
Oh no, does he pass by the fountain?
No.
Nah, he's not stepping deeper into the room. He's just stepping away from everyone else.
Like, oh no, combat, I'm gonna drink
So
some.
a bunch of you, I think a bunch of you have 8. Like 4 of you have 8.
I have a 12, I think.
Ah, you have a 12? Yes, actually, no. You should have gone before Jim.
Oh, man, the whole
That changes
campaign is
everything.
different now. Butterfly effect. So it's,
Don't worry, you get the buff effects of seeing Jimmy.
so is it my turn?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna charge into this snake and try and help my buddy out. No one kills Ruha but me!
Great. That's
That's everything he wanted to hear.
Okay, I'm gonna do Bane on snakes.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
here's a lance.
You know it's an
I fucking hope so. Does that hit?
Yes.
Oh, oof. Okay, there's... Oh, that should have been a 31 anyway. And here is the bane damage. And here's the bird. Death from... Is there enough room to fly at all?
It's like a 40-foot tall ceiling. Your bird is like 20 feet tall.
Can I be above? Can I fly
Yes,
if limited?
barely.
Okay. Then I don't have to change anything or think about this. All right, that's the to hit, which I know hits, and here is grapple. Grapple. And
Grappled.
10 talent damage. And Ruha pops out. Grapple Wars.
Yay, survival.
I think it is now Alexandra, Frosty, then Chelsea, then Tia. So, Alexandra, there are 2 snake person spellcasters, and there's still a giant snake in front of you. Nope. But you can become invisible again as a swift action. Oh yeah, your hastes have worn out. No more haste. Okay, you turn invisible. You can either go for the snake or the naga. Which one do you go? Okay, yep. That's the right spelling in naga. Okay, you are invisible. Roll a single attack. It is a sneak attack.
Oh yeah, fuck it up.
Fuck it up, Buttercup.
God damn it.
You hit. Roll to confirm the critical.
Oh man, crit. Did sneak attack damage crit?
Nope,
Ah.
but all the other parts of crit. She can also leave the crit for the next person to hit it to get an automatic crit. Like hashtag TMS.
Definitely.
Who can charge it?
Bash, buddy.
Okay, so you're leaving it for Tiamos then? Okay. Roll your normal damage and plus your sneak attack damage. And its AC is going to be lowered by 5 because it's bleeding.
Really? Is that how
And
bleeding
it
works?
has natural armor, and she flays natural armor off.
Huh.
Because her sneak attacks actually required almost a chart for me to show all that. What penalty do you put on the Naga? AC or to hit? Or do you hobble it? AC, okay. Its AC is down by an additional 6 against you and
Jesus.
2 with anyone else.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, so actually, no, I think it's actually 4 for anyone else and 8 for her.
I'll try.
Okay, so its AC is -9 for you. Tiamos, it is your turn.
Can I reach the Naga?
You can charge.
Cool.
You can reach the Naga.
I rage and I charge.
Okay, rage is swift. Charge is every other part of your action. Roll an attack.
Can it be Vital Strike or?
Nope. You cannot vital strike at the end of a charge unless you have very specific.
Okay. Oh well.
is the dream. Its AC versus you is 13.
Oh.
You hit. Roll automatic critical damage. Yay, I finally get to see it happen.
Jesus Christ. Combo.
It's supremely disoriented as something it can't see just rips like its front half open, and you see like scales fall like flopping off. As then TMO charges and then puts a hammer right into the bleeding open wound and kind of pushes his hammer through the Naga. It goes down.
Nice. He gets first blood again.
I make the home run bat noise.
From Smash Brothers.
Oh shit. Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
I'm glad I could find that. Chelsea, it is your turn.
Oh wait, what about me?
Wow.
Well, all of you rolled fucking 8.
Yeah, I have higher decks though.
Okay. Yeah, actually, it is Prince Rodon's turn.
Fine.
Yay! I like how we re-rolled everything and you're still last.
For me, it was worth the risk.
Okay.
For you guys, it just sucks.
Yep. There's so many options here because I have 3 different ways to use the spell Vampiric Touch, which would help me not be dead. But that thing seems to have a spell resistance. But then again, this thing's far away and I have terrible aim. And then again, I can just touch attack it with my own hand for Vampiric Touch.
Yep.
Or I could cast Pokemon Grace on it.
Well,
So I'm
I
gonna do
like
that.
that last one.
I'm gonna do that one.
It's a good one.
It's a will save?
It's a will save
Oh.
of 22 or 24 if they don't know I'm casting. I still don't know how that works. Rule fight works.
No, they can't view you as a threat.
Oh, if they don't view me as a threat, I think they have figured at this point that I
I
might
think
be
it views you as a combat.
Is food really a threat?
Okay. It failed.
Oh shit.
Yep, it fails hard.
It is now time for Chelsea. Oh, Frosty, you can also.
I could move, but then it will get an attack of opportunity and murder me. I will take a 5
It's
step, though.
grappled, so it doesn't actually check.
No. Then I will move. That guy's using a bow, right? So he doesn't get attacks of opportunity.
Nope,
I'm gonna move.
not unless
Oh,
they get a
close to
very
it.
specific chain.
I'm gonna move a little bit close to
That
him.
Overwatch chain.
Okay.
Move a little bit closer. Chelsea, it's your turn.
Alright, so you're not grappled anymore, right?
No, he's
That
okay.
is
Nope.
correct.
If you could move 30 feet up and then hex someone.
If you cast something on the snake, it's very likely to fail. Like, no matter what you cast on it, it's gonna fail its saving throws. Because that's Pokemon Grace. It's got bad luck.
Yeah, I just don't know if I should use the hex or the spell.
What's the difference?
It's a big snake.
One target's reflex, the other target gets fortitude.
Ah. It probably has high both, to be honest.
Well, I guess I'll try the hex first.
Because the hex is free.
Oh.
Yep.
That's fair.
So I'll do the Ice Tomb Hex. And
Actually, if you're doing the major hex, you don't actually need to move.
I don't need to what?
You don't need to move because it has a 60-foot range.
Oh.
Okay.
So, Ice Tomb Hex, which saving throw does it target?
I think it does. Hold on a second. I'm looking at the thing. Whether or not the saving throw is successful.
Ice Tomb.
Fortitude half.
So it's a fortitude save.
I think so.
Okay. So its save is that. It fails on both of its rolls.
Wow.
It is now a giant block of ice. Roll your damage. Roll your 3d8 cold damage.
It had a pretty good chance of succeeding that too.
Okay, 19.
Sacrificial pit of ice snake.
It is now as cold as ice.
It's actually probably best that we don't kill it, considering it's a guardian. But
Fuck that.
Say that to the negative. You just.
well, I mean, they didn't even ask us why we were here, so.
Yeah, they just attacked us.
Okay, time for top of the initiative order. It is Lauren. You could do your bladed dash, stab, stab, stab if you wanted. Now would be the time.
I need to turn that Naga into temporary health points with Vampiric Touch. Try not to damage it too badly. Because it's going to try and use its bow, or cast a spell or something, and I'm going to stab it, and my spear has Vampiric Touch. And then the next turn, I'm going to take a 5-foot step, and I'm going to smack it, and I'm going to Vampiric Touch it a second time.
You're gonna
Oh.
gonna try to survive.
Vampiric touch the block of ice snake, no?
I mean, I could, but I think it has spell resistance, but it didn't seem to care about it. Like, you just pick one up his grace, or maybe not. Actually, it's grace, so. Yeah, you know what? I gotta take the health back from the person who took it from me.
But you can't hit it when
You're
it's in an
right.
ice block.
Shit.
Alright.
Damn ice blocks.
Okay, well, I'm gonna,
Can I take health
My
from
movement
the ice
is enough.
block?
No, because then it'll get out, and that's the same fucking problem.
I mean, problem.
How do you tell where's your... Oh. How do you tell where your speed is? Like, how far?
Your base speed is 30.
30?
Yep.
Oh, okay, well, I run up to this Naga, and I'm gonna, oh, should I do stab, stab, stab? Maybe I should just do stab, stab, stab. I don't want to damage it too much. Anyways, I'm gonna, like, run up to that thing, and I'm gonna use my Ghoul Claw.
Okay.
Running. Lions running.
Roll your one Ghoul Claw attack.
Ghoul Claw.
Please tell me you like Ghoul Claw, no technique. Wah! And you just.
I mean, you do the
I mean,
teleport
bladed
behind
dash
you.
is such an anime move. You move and you leave after images of yourself that stabs people along a line.
Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel.
I suppose I could yell it in my native tongue.
God damn it.
It does not get through the Naga's AC. And that was your turn. You ran up and you did a standard action.
I did.
So it is now time for Snake, The snake is frozen and helpless. It is now the Naga's turn. The Dark Naga. It has an it takes a 5-foot step back,
No.
This isn't gonna end well.
and then it's going to do 2 ray attacks at you, Shakti.
The 5-foot step was exactly what I was hoping it would do, because I forgot that I could do that.
An opening. So 7, 6, 5. Okay, 11. This is T against your touch AC. I think it hits both times.
Meh.
Oh, that's not
So
good.
it does 29 fire damage as it hits you with 2 scorching rays.
Damn.
It is now time for Mazgas.
I think that's a standard.
Using a rod slash using a meta magic rod is just considered a part of your spell action.
Okay.
Using a wand is a standard action.
My AC is 21.
But what's your touch AC?
Oh, I see.
This
I don't
is
know.
hitting touch
How do you
AC.
do that?
Touch AC is just a couple down from your
it's-
armor class.
Oh. I'll find the first time.
Mazgas. The snake your bird was grappling is now a block of ice.
Oh, well, that solves that.
You gently put it down into the pit. and-
I mean, I'd drop as a free action. And then,
it clunks into the pit.
perfect. Does it get sacrificed?
Oh.
It's
Oh, wait.
You know, this may
Wait,
be.
I can't do the sacrifice sound thing with the hustle.
Are we sure that snake isn't what people are sacrificing it to? Isn't
That,
that
I
the-
mean, you never know. Could be combo.
someone threw a baby snake down there like years ago and it just grew up like an alligator.
Completely unrelated. I'm gonna charge that thing. Now, does it also count as a snake?
Animal? No.
It is an aberration. So no.
Okay.
Is you did animals, bane animals, and then you did. You'd have to do bane aberration.
That's fair. That's fair. So here's a lance. That is a hit. Damage. And bird. And grapple. Oh, that doesn't do anything, unfortunately. Critting on a grapple, I don't think it does anything.
No. So 33 plus 26. So. Okay, it is now time for Jimmy. He stays in his corner. Now it's time for our dear rogue. Just out of range. You can't charge it. So, Alexandra, what do you do? Okay. You can run, you just can't attack it. It is now Tiamos' turn. It is also too far for you to charge.
Yeah. I'll go.
And Frosty, it is your turn.
Okay.
It is
Prince takes a
grappled,
5-foot
so
step.
you can walk up to it and then just like.
I mean,
touch it.
may as well add the spear damage, right?
Yeah.
So let's just roll let's roll 1d20 plus 11.
It's also flanked.
That
You hit.
Nice.
probably works. And where's my 5d6? Slash roll 5d6. Probably works better.
You
I thought
heal
it was.
13 hit points
Hooray!
as your
I got-
spear drains life out of it. Also, roll your spear damage.
Oh yeah.
Because you did actually poke it with the spear.
Look at that damage.
Amazing.
Beautiful. 24 of it.
It's looking very close to death. Chelsea, it is
Okay.
it's your turn.
I guess we could try talking to it at this point.
Time for conversation is before you randomly attack a person who's just trying to look down a pit.
I'm gonna pass my turn. Actually, I'm going to fly. I already cast it, right? So I can
Yep.
just move.
Yep,
Yeah, so
I
I'm
think
gonna
the
just
duration-
fly to the ceiling
Okay.
and like over here.
Lauren, I guess it's your turn. Do you want to attack it or do you want to talk to it?
Talking to it's an option.
I mean, it has a language.
I don't know if I speak it. Probably not. Meh. What do I know about Nagas? Like,
Oh, roll on knowledge engineering. Oh, okay. You actually have that. So you know that Nagas are. This is a dark Naga. Nagas are effectively centaurs, but snake people instead. Dark Nagas actually are immune to any mind reading effects. It has poison. They are naturally sorcerous. Dark Nagas tend to be evil and like to go around bullying other creatures and gaining wealth. You know that it is intelligent and speaks common and infernal. So it does have a language you can speak.
okay. We're all surrounding it. I'm gonna go for like a lunge ghoul claw.
Okay.
Oh, it can understand me. Great.
Now you'll know that I know that you're sentient as I kill you. Go for it.
With the ghoul claw, I won't kill it. But yeah.
Oh, you actually
So
want
it's
to
torture.
try to paralyze it.
Yeah, I just want to paralyze it.
Huh.
What? I like paralyzing things.
I mean, it makes sense. If I could put that on my bird, that'd be
Air.
amazing. If I could do that with my bird, ghoul claw on my bird, my god.
Hey, who knows if your bird isn't, a ghoul family sorcerer?
Do I need to worry? I don't know. Do bad things. Oh. Probably nothing.
You miss.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. It's now its turn. It goes. I don't want to die. Please, don't kill me.
Give us a good reason, right?
There's a door that you won't be able to get through unless I tell you how.
We're listening.
It says, behind the fountains, there's a wall of fire with some lava in front of it. The pit, it says, it points to it, needs to have a humanoid thrown into it. And then the firewall goes down.
I know just the person.
Are Nagas humanoids?
Half of them
Roll a
are.
sense motive.
Oh yeah, we should be seeing if it's not a fucking huge liar.
Oh, a half humanoid and another half humanoid. That should add up to a humanoid, right?
Sense your lie. Must. You sense that it's not telling the whole truth. A humanoid could work, but you think that other living things could work as well.
Snake Man, you're a goddamn liar. Why don't we just throw you in and check?
Tiamos and Alexandra, you also pick up on this lie. You do have a grapple. You could just throw it in.
I'm gonna do. Gonna do an intimidate. You're gonna tell us what you know. We're here to help you. Or we'll kill you by helping you.
It says there's a teleport circle in behind the wall of fire. It'll bring you to the central chamber. I'm one of the side entrance guardians. Well, technically the pit is. We just happen to set up shop here. People, usually tribals come in and we get to take their stuff when they die.
Well, then you should continue to do that. Because we're not here to kill you or do anything to the artifact.
But you're adventurers, and you also killed my buddy.
Well, you attacked us first.
Yeah, you
Well,
attacked us
usually
first.
intruders don't exactly say, "Hello, I'm here to steal your artifacts."
If it makes you feel any better, despite our better judgment, we're leaving the giant snake alive.
It shrugs. It says, "The snake's most the surprise factor."
But yeah, we're here on the Anvil's orders, so I'm sure you're familiar with her.
Oh. Well, I know of her. The other routes are actually, some of them are guarded by people she put. You guys got the easiest route.
Grand.
Ninu kind of just like gives a thumbs up with his goal.
I noticed he stayed back
Nina,
that
could
fight.
you open the way?
You guys had it. Says he goes over to the Naga and he says, "You know how to use this?" He pops out like a wand. It says, "Cure light wounds. Heal yourself. We need to get through though. You keep on being guardian. Good job. Except bad job because you let us through, but good job for trying."
Who's giving a wand of cure light wounds to the Naga, not the poor hapless prince or the
Oh, fine.
whoever got scorched
He
earlier?
pokes the prince 3 times.
Oh, sweet. What do I win?
Let me actually write this. You heal 18 hit points.
Okay.
Then he pokes Shock
Oops.
T 3 times. You get 12.
Oh, thank you. I express my gratitude.
Then he says, "Slightly used wand." He puts it down. It'll cure you and the Andacon. Maybe. I think it has about 10 uses left. Well, we need to go.
Yep.
Let's get to it. Do we? Who else needs healing? We can do a quick heal.
I'm good.
I could still use like 15 points of healing.
I'm down 10.
Spells. Do you have anything lower than Cure Moderate, Tiamos?
I believe I cure light. Yeah.
Can you use yours first, and I'll use mine next.
Let me see. Yeah, I cure light. How many should I do?
Heal everyone up, I suppose, as much as they need.
Let's see. 8 plus 5.
Okay. Ninu goes over and he says, lava's tricky. The fire, heh, more smoke and mirrors than in... it is actually a literal fire. It will hurt you good. He gets one of its golems to, like, he reaches in with his golem arm and places down a rock at the edge. Says, can't use wall of stone if don't have stone, so I bring stone. The stone spreads out and creates a bridge over the lava.
Ooh.
And then he says, okay, well that's 9 hit points and 11 hit points. How 11?
I will take the 11 hit points.
He says, no need for the sacrifice business. A dispel magic will shut it off for a few rounds, and then we can quickly get through.
Oh, you have a dispel with you.
He gets out of the golem, and he says, I am a wizard.
Ah.
Ah,
Prepared.
convenient.
I just prefer to be in the safety of the golem. I can't cast spells in the golem. You know, it's rather difficult. The wall briefly flickers out of existence. It says, let's get through. It'll only be down for 6 seconds.
Well, Bird goes into the chest as they run through,
All right.
because otherwise it'd be too big to.
Hop
Okay.
and a hop.
Oh,
Okay, time to move. He usually gives more warning. Okay. And your figures appeared on the map much quicker this time.
Whoa.
Okay, you guys are at the bottom right. You guys stumble out of the...
Another day, another giant rave cavern.
the floor is obsidian. The walls are obsidian. Everything in this room is obsidian with runes carved in gold.
Uh-huh.
All of them are glowing. The red is in the ground. There are, I guess, ditches. There's a sort of an indentation in the obsidian, and flowing out is raw magic stuff. Actually, anyone looking at this room can roll a spellcraft check.
Spellcraft.
Don't got that one.
What?
You don't believe in spellcraft. You cast spells. I'm paid to cast spells, not understand.
Okay, I don't either.
them.
I'm a bard. I don't really cast spells.
Oh, give me a second.
I'm a witch. I don't either. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so paranoid about traps, you check around the teleportation circle. It turns out the teleportation circle is the only trap you can currently see.
Sorry, what's this about casting spells?
No, this is spellcraft.
Okay.
So, okay, so Chelsea and Lauren, you look at this place and it is mind-bogglingly complex as to what each layered enchantment is doing. Your basic understanding is that you look in the middle in the altar, it's almost blindingly bright, is an orb about the size of a person, a large person, floating, and you see wisps of golden energy being taken off of it and fed into the channel, fed into the circle, which then seems to go underneath the altar and then comes out into the channels as this effectively river of magic. It appears like there's two different circles that are kind of floating in the air around it. You also see a faint outline, like a shimmer in the air around the egg, but you don't know if that is just the incredible heat it is producing, or if it is some magical force. Maybe it's a combination. As you guys are contemplating this, you hear more zap, zoom, 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 as people come out of the other portals. This wouldn't be fun without different groups. To your north, on your side, so top right, you see a group of four what appears to be decked out adventurers. Two women, one of them wielding a very big hammer, the other dressed in more traditional robes with a staff, and then two men, one wielding a star knife like Shakti has, and one wielding a great sword. On the bottom left, you see what appears to be a dwarf covered in in some kind of dragon scale hide armor, with a gigantic crocodile.
I see him.
You don't see
No,
him?
I do see him.
A spider monkey goblin archer and a snake person. Well, a snake person. And on the other side, you see a fire elemental, and this group is dressed in bright red. And it's a woman, a dwarf whose hair is on fire, and a half.
I bet they're with the Phoenix.
No, they're the Pyromancers Guild. These are the 3 guilds from the bar. Right? The 3 mercenary groups.
There were 2.
There were 2 mercenary groups that were fighting, and then there was also the Pyromancers Guild.
Oh, Imperial College of Pyrotech.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
The fuck are they doing here?
I don't know,
Mad
they like
people?
fire.
There was an explosion in the distance.
What do you say, mad people?
God damn it.
So you just like the people to the top right go. This room is claimed by the fortune's favor. Everyone else, get out. please. I don't want any bloodshed over this. I'm just being paid to take it to a customer.
We've been contracted by the Fortune's Favored. Let us aid you.
Okay, you're starting off with a lie. Okay.
Of course. How else am I going to deal with the situation? That way it's 2 against 1 and we can intimidate them out. And then it's 1 versus 1 for groups. Easy game.
The people at the bottom left go. I will not allow you to take this back into deep Imperial lands. The artifact belongs here in the jungles of Riza to the locals. Then the people at the top, the dwarf who's on fire, just says, "Orb make fire big, boom."
God.
I like that guy.
Man, I picked the wrong side here.
Yeah, you did.
I should
You
have
should have waited.
We're with fire everywhere.
The fortune favor guy says, "I will take what help I can get, even though that's kind of fishy." He says,
It's 2 against 1 against 1. Back off. You stand no... Well, actually, I should just wait for Moscus to say that. I whispered that in Moscus's ear. That'd be
Hey,
a cool line
Moscus.
right about now.
"Intimidate them."
God damn it. I don't want to work with the fucking pyromancers. 1 second.
So you guys do notice that in the circles, sometimes the circle flickers a bit, or there are scratches in some of the gold inlay. This is where you need to repair stuff, so that things don't fall apart, and that the containment and the draining of this artifact can continue.
All right. Moscus kind
Who are you
of sighs at Ruha, just like, really? Couldn't have waited 2 seconds.
I couldn't have. It's important. Timing is of everything.
If you other groups do not leave, we will be forced to kill you.
The dwarven druid in the bottom left says, "I'll just come back and kill you. Fuck you."
Fuck you, man.
And then the people, the fire dwarf on top just says, "Everyone burns." And then the woman elven mage beside him goes, "If you don't leave, I'll sick him on you." "We are
Actually,
reasonable people," she says as the fire dwarf continues to laugh.
I laugh harder.
"We're reasonable people. We're just going to blow up some of the defenses to get to it."
1 second.
And then the fortune favor says, "Well, if you blow up the defenses right, I'll pay you if you don't take it." And they're like, "Huh." And then the people in the bottom left, the Sotek Seekers, say, "No, you can't blow up the defenses. Do you not see how powerful that is? They'll kill us all." And then the fire dwarf goes, "Blow up!"
Oh, God.
Actually, I agree. We shouldn't blow up the defenses. We're with you, crocodile.
See, look at this common ground. Everyone but the dwarf can stay.
Okay, so it is like 10. So, this was my kind of climactic battle. A bunch of groups of adventurers fighting over a delicate artifact, you know?
Guess we'll see what the teams are next time.
Okay, so, to make this slightly easier on me, what is your current plan? so I can try to encompass that in the incredibly complex combat that's going to follow.
Rights versus lefts, dodgeball.
No, we like the people on the bottom left, don't we?
I mean, yeah, but the first thing I said was
Yeah, and then
we're already committed to the
I
left.
contradicted you.
So now both sides don't know what you're doing, and the pyrotechnic side, you haven't given them an off.
We don't want to be with the dwarf. For sure.
He'd be kind of fun to have around.
No, he's gonna kill us all.
Yeah.
He just wants to
And
blow it all
the-
up.
every time
Can't
the
assume
dwarf
that.
laugh, you can actually hear, you can see the nervous tick on Ninu. He's just like, don't let that thing anywhere near the orb. He'll destroy the temple, and if he destroys the containment, the ley line energy will just destroy us all, atomize us. There won't even be enough particles left to resurrect.
Let's see.
Maybe. That's a possibility.
Kill the dwarf first.
Also because it's just don't let anyone touch the orb. It's not meant to be touched by people like us. Probably not even like dragons or stuff. This thing shouldn't be here.
Okay, for starters, can we all agree not to let the pyrotechnics have it?
Yes.
Can we just deal with them as you know, a collective, nice, friendly group?
Oh
And
wait, the
then from
fortune.
there,
Wait,
so-
are you actually saying this out loud?
I'm saying this out loud, and then from there we can settle this in a 1v1v1. You know, first
Whoa! The elven lady of the pyrotechnics says, "Whoa! Just because he's crazy, doesn't mean all of you get to go against us." She points towards the top left people. The fortune's favored and Sotek seekers, she points towards the bottom right, evidently have an agenda for this. We just want to study it. We can study it with the barriers up, no?
I don't trust any of that.
Actually, sense motive.
Perhaps if you were to
Yes,
remove
sounds
him
good.
from the situation, we'd be able to trust you a little bit more.
Just send him home. It's
If-
okay.
Oh.
He did his best.
We'll all die, and you'll be able to see.
Nice.
I
Well, it
wonder
seems
so.
like she honestly just wants to do that. You look at her dwarf companion beside her and realize that he's a bit nuts. He's a bit like a few crayons short of a box. However, the halfling is actually when you look over at the halfling hasn't said anything, and you're pretty sure that halfling's just ready and willing to unleash serious firepower on whoever the elf lady says to.
Hmm.
You look over at Sotek Seekers with that sense motive. The crocodile's gonna go where the dwarf druid tells it to. The ranger or the bow person is likely to just start shooting the biggest threat in the room, which is currently the laughing fire dwarf. And you don't know what the Naga lady's gonna do. And for the fortune's favored, they're evidently professional. All of them, they're literally just an adventuring group hired by someone. They can be reasoned with, but they also take their contracts at their word. So if they said they would do something, they have to try to do it unless they can find a good enough reason to effectively renege on their contract. Usually someone breaking one of the contracts, like, conditions.
Can we just do this in another room at least? Is that unreasonable to ask? Diplomacy 28.
Oh,
One says, well, the fortune's favored kind of go, no, I think we all need to stay in our respective corners away from the magic circles, but still be in this room.
Why?
Why?
Because I don't know where your teleporter leads.
It's just a room with some snakes.
frozen snakes.
Well,
just one.
I can't get to your part of the temple. Do you know how many tribes people I had to kill to get here? And then the Sotek Seekers. Oh, you other fucks! They were just trying to protect what was theirs. And then Ninu says, "Well, it's not technically theirs; it's the Monskas." And well, we inherited it. And the Fortune's Favor goes, "Come on, guys! Anyone important here is in this room." And the Pyrotechnica, the lady goes, "You're damn right." She turns to the halfling and sort of whispers something to him. And she says, "Okay, everyone. I will side with the person that gives us the most money and time to study this." He just lets out in the air. And Fortune Favor says, 5,000 gold, and you can study it as long as we're handling it.
I can give you 3,000 gold just by myself.
Sotek Seekers say, "We'll give you 6,000 gold if you just fuck off."
Mosgus turns to his group for a moment, and in a very hushed tone, "We have to kill every one of them. Because all of them are capable of getting here, and once we leave, they can come back.
That sounds like an excellent
None of them
idea.
can leave this room."
Let me show you how to start a fight. And then I cast audio-visual hallucination on the half. And you know what they see? Merging behind them from the obsidian is a swamp monster. A very, very tribal-looking swamp monster. Roll that will save. It's got an 800-foot range.
Holy shit.
It's beautiful.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so the halfling. What class did it the halfling? Sorry, it's a gnome. It doesn't
Oh,
actually
no.
change anything.
Yes.
I like half.
It fits. So where did you put the swamp monster?
I put the swamp monster right behind it. Like it was teleporting behind them, nothing personnel could slap. Was the idea.
So the halfling just starts screaming.
And this is the one with all the spells ready to go on the flick of a trigger, right?
Yep. And you see 6 different scorching rays fire out of the halfling in quick succession, and it hits the teleportation circle and it explodes.
KO. If it's anything like that Clockwork Dragon explosion, then they are fucked.
So as as the teleportation circle explodes, a rippling wave of energy goes through the rest of the room.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Jimmy.
And all the teleportation circles overload.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Now everyone's stuck.
Great. Oh my god.
And combat has started. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, did they take any
Actually,
damage?
no, we'll do that next turn.
Did-
you know what? I'm gonna handle the true after effects of the explosion next
Okay.
time.
Okay.
So, combat. So I'm just gonna write in the biggest words possible. Combat has started. Circles are destroyed. Don't roll initiative yet.
Well, good thing she rolled poorly, because she can roll better next time.
Okay. Teleport circles exploded. Combat start. Okay, I've written that on the map. I'll put it next to your characters. Okay. And no one knows you cast that because of your enchanting criticism thing.
Oh, I love this character.
Let me show you how to start a combat. Well, I was half expecting you to make it, like, have a startling, like, for it to see one of the other groups start,
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
expecting.
maybe.
and for you to unload him on someone else. But effectively starting the combat by wasting his Nova round is still good.
And you
Yeah.
caused an AoE
I'd
explosion, so hey.
Yeah.
So, I hope all of you enjoyed
Yeah.
that.
Alright, goodbye, stream.
Goodbye.